Hi everyone, my name is Shannon from the Transformers Dynasty. I'm the leader and I just want to do a quick video to help you with the 21-day fix. This should hopefully simplify it for you, and then once you get the basics down, you can get more creative by doing recipes and having more fun with it. But we're basically going to spend 21 days teaching you great habits, how to portion control, how to have a balanced meal plan with your proteins and your veggies and your carbs and your fruits and so on. Alright, so everyone turn to page 24 in your page 20 in your eating plan book. So you'll see container food groups. So here are the foods you'll be eating during the 21-day fix. We've given you a huge variety to work from, so pick the foods you love or at least like, fill your containers and go for it. See? Super simple. So you have all your fun containers, you have your portionology. If you want to eat directly from your containers, that is fine, but we also suggest occasionally transferring the 21-day fix to a plate. This will give you perspective regarding what healthy normal portions should look like. That way you'll be better equipped at restaurants to know what to eat and what to throw in a doggy bag. So first you have your green container. I like, because I'm just cooking for me and I'm on a budget, I like to pick 2 or 3 items from here. I do 3 because you're supposed to have, in my calorie bracket, I'm supposed to have 3 containers a day. So I pick 3 of them and then I prep them for the whole week. So say I pick tomatoes and spinach. I'll take the tomatoes and spinach when I get home, and before I even put it in the fridge, I bought some baggies and some Tupperware, and I'll take my green container, I'll fill up a green container of tomatoes, and I'll transfer it into a baggie. And I'll label it day 1, 2, or 3. And then I do the same thing with the next thing I picked. I picked spinach. I make 3 spinach bags. And then say I pick mushrooms. I make 3 mushroom bags. So you see, now I have all my greens taken care of for the next 3 days. So when it comes time to eat, I grab 1 green bag for my breakfast, 1 green bag for my lunch, and 1 green bag for my dinner. And there is my 3 containers. Or you can grab them for your snacks. Super easy, and you have it labeled by day, and voila. If you can't write on the bag, you could staple a Post-it, or you could not label and just know I have to have 3 greens today. Then the purple container, same concept. I love raspberries, I love strawberries, and I love grapes. So I buy that all, I bring it home before I put it away. I portion it into my baggies, again, with the purple container, and I get 2 purples a day. So I make 6 bags of purples. And I pick 2 days a week, and I do this. So I do this on a Sunday to prepare for Monday, and I do this on a Wednesday to prepare for Thursday. And then it repeats over. On Thursday, make sure you do 4 baggies, 4 days worth of food to get you through. So the first Sunday you're doing 3, the second you're doing 4. And it seems like a lot of work up front, but once you do it, you'll be glad you did, because it just makes it so easy to stay on track. And when you have a busy day, it's already done for you. So try maybe your days off. You have to plan accordingly. To plan your workouts, you got to plan your prepping days. You got to plan out what times you're eating. You got to grab your bags and bring it with you. Not leaving the house with no food. So you're setting yourself up for success versus setting yourself up for failure. Same thing with the red container. Me, I like to freeze my portions. So I get, say, my thing of pork. And I take out my red container and I portion it out and I freeze it into baggies and put it in the freezer. And so on. And then you can and then I take 3 out on that day and I cook them and I have them in a Tupperware with my veggies already, and say your carb to go for the day. So see, it's super easy. I know you can do this, or you could do it by meal. But the more cooking you do in advance, the more portion control you do in advance, the more prepping you do in advance, the easier it will be to stick to this. And it seems like a little food, but it's actually a lot of food. You'll be 21 Day Fix stuff by the end of the day. Just leave the house with food. Plan out when you're going to have your colors. The yellow container, you see at the top, it has like sweet potato, yams, quinoa, beans, lentil, endive. The higher up you eat on all these foods lists, the better they are. Like, I love sweet potatoes and try to stick to that because that's your healthiest carb. And for carbs, I get 2 a day. So I do a sweet potato and then something else from the list. I like to mix it up a bit. And then your blue container, I love I love the hummus on here. So I'll do like cucumber dipped in hummus or carrots dipped in hummus. Nuts are also my favorite. Almonds I love. Make sure you're not filling up a whole container of almonds. Like it says 12 or 8 or 14. If it actually specifies a number, go by that versus the container size. And then, because you can have too much of a good thing, and that's why Autumn does this whole portion control system. And then last but not least, don't forget your orange containers. That is your 21 Day Fix dressings. If you do salad dressings, make them homemade. There's some recipes in the book with 21 Day Fix improved ingredients. And then it also, there's olives here, there's nuts, there is seeds arranged to pick from. And then your teaspoons, don't forget your teaspoons. That's like your olive oil, so make sure you're not free pouring. Your nut butters and so on. And then your free foods. So you're like, that sounds so boring. I'm just going to eat a bag of cucumbers. No. You have herbs and spices you can flavor with. Vinegars, mustards, Tabasco, flavor extracts. Like you could put pure vanilla extract inside your Shakeology. There's seasoning mixes you can make. I've tried a couple of them. They're really good. There's the water bar. We have to be drinking a gallon of water a day. So you can spice up your water with fruit, and it gives you, and herbs, it gives you instructions how to do that in the water bottle on page 13. But you can have a lot of fun with this. And then the last thing, your replacement food container groups. If you use any of these, it's only 3 times a week. And it tells you how many ounces. Like today, I had almond milk. I had 8 ounces in my Shakeology. And I had 8 ounces of steamed soy in my Starbucks coffee misto at Starbucks today. Decaf soy coffee misto. So I took away 1 yellow container and only had 1 carb today, which was my red potatoes and the slow roast pork I made tonight. So that's an example. And I can only do that 3 times a week. So since I already had my milk today, I can only have milk 2 more times or something else on this list, like fruit juices or wine, etc. And I like to save my wine for my weekends. And then treats. If you make any of these treats for the 21 Day Fix, there's recipes. Like we get high protein chocolate peanut butter snack bars. How delish. Kettle potato chips. You can actually replace this for the container it says, and that's the same thing. 3 times a week. Teaspoons of dark chocolate. And all your recipes you find at the end. So there are recipes in here. But don't solely rely on this. We have a lot of support groups. We have our clean eating page, which gives you a lot of great tips. Everyone's constantly posting recipes. Make sure you're not just a fly on a wall, and you're also posting your own recipes to help other people with ideas and inspiration. And one of my favorite whites is skinnytaste.com. And what I'll actually do is I type in, say, like, I want to make pork and I want to make green beans. I'll type in pork and green beans, and then a bunch of recipes will come up I can make for pork and green beans. And then I'll use any recipe I want, but I only use the 21 Day Fix foods, and I'll make the necessary substitution I need. And then I'll try to keep everything separated, so this way I can easily portion it out. So if I'm making pork and green beans, I'll try to keep green beans on the left side of the pan and pork on the right side. So this way I can portion it out when I'm done, rather than mixing everything like a casserole. If you're going to mix everything, try to portion it as you go. Like, no, I'm making 3 servings, so I'm doing 3 green containers of green beans and then 3 servings of pork. And there you can eat freely because you already know that there is 3 meals there. And you don't have to be as OCD with the measuring. But just as you go, you'll start to eyeball it and you'll start to learn. This is 21 Days Learned Habits. But I have a lot of faith in you guys, and I know you can do this. And it may seem hard at first, and it's a learning process. You may totally screw up the first day, but every day it will get easier and you'll get better at this and your results will come fast. Remember, the meal plan is 80% of your results. So follow this eating plan. Autumn really takes the guesswork out and gives you the balanced diet you need to raise your metabolism, feel amazing, get through these workouts, fuel your body. It's the right calories you need without counting calories to take your results up a notch. You can be building a six-pack, but you're not going to see it if you have the fat covering it. So this eating plan is what counts to give you the results. All right, good luck, everyone. We're all here for support, and I want to see lots of participation. I want to see all your yummy foods. Let's share our recipes. We're all here for each other. Bye.